Another beautiful day in the ascension to paradise. This is a day that God hath made, and we will revel in it. This is another beautiful day in the ascension to paradise. Concentrate on the positive. Focus on the good. Let your heart feel the love that animates you, the love that flows through you, and you will every day ascend higher and higher into the love vibration. You will feel one with your brethren, one with nature, one with all that is, one with love, one with God, for God is love. God is not some grandfatherly wise, bearded person that sits on a cloud in heaven, judging all that occurs on earth. God is not an emotion. Emotions are from the ego. God is divine essence, the energy that animates us. God is a flow of wonderful, blissful, magnetic energy that you can connect more and more deeply with. When we connect with that energy, we feel joy, happiness, bliss, gratitude, and peace. The peace that passeth all understanding, for we have left the chaos and fearful ideas of the ego behind. The ego cannot understand or connect with love. Yet we are here to connect with that love. We are here to leave our entrained ego fear-filled thoughts behind. The ego is nothing but fear thoughts. We come into this world for the large part as happy, spontaneous, creative, joyful souls. As babies, we have no thoughts about our everyday existence, about what is good or bad. We react viscerally to all around us. That is, we react by instinct rather than the intellect. For the intellect, the ego, the faculty of reasoning according to the principles and ideas we have been taught, has not been developed in us as yet. Then the entrainment of the planet Earth experience takes over. The words of our parents, our teachers, our government, our religion, indoctrinate us with their sad and dark ideas about life. Their thoughts are what makes up our ego, for, ironically, our thoughts are not even our own. They are indoctrinated into us by the words we hear. Planet Earth has not been an easy place to be. It is so set up that the dark and the light interplay with each other. Babies come into this world as potential light beings. The souls who play the dark ones, the controllers of human behavior on Earth, are here specifically to entrain us into fear. And oh, indeed, they have done a clever job. The tentacles of the controllers, the corruption, the indoctrination with dark and fear-filled ideas, the propagation of shame and guilt, the spread of fear, are deep within all our societal structures. Parents are fear-filled from the teachings of their parents. They want the best for their child. They want the child to be safe at all costs. So they teach it to fear, for they believe that if the child knows the dangers it will encounter, it can avoid them and stay safe. Not so. Exactly the opposite is true. For universal law holds that what you focus on is what you get. As we said in our last missive to planet Earth, what you focus on is what outpictures in your world. Your mind is a projector. Your reality, that which you see in your world, is a product of your thinking. Focus on the fear-filled thoughts you have been taught, and you will see a fear-filled world. Traditional psychology has been set up by the controllers, the powers that be, to focus on the negative side of our life. The goal was that in analyzing the negative effects of our fear-filled childhood entrainment, we would be able to find the cause of our distress, and thus cure our neuroses. This does not work. By focusing on past problems, we bring them into the present, and we thus live continuously in the pain that negative events created. What you concentrate on grows. What you don't think about atrophies and falls away. Forgive all, for in forgiveness you are free. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is not, well, you did something very wrong, but I'm a big person and I forgive you, but I won't forget. That not forgetting hurts you, for by not forgetting, you focus on the negative, the fear-filled, and you thus create more of the same in your present life. The irony of life is that by fighting what is, you create more of the very same thing. We fight cancer. We fight abortion. We have angry thoughts about race, religion, sex and gender, and our disempowerment through the prejudice of others. And through these very beliefs, by the thoughts that circle round and round in our brain, we project our reality of fighting out into the world, and then we ask, why are unpleasant things happening to me over and over again? The irony of life is great indeed. Forgiveness is necessary for our own advancement up the ladder of the love vibration. Forgiveness is a great gift. It is the relieving of our mind of its painful, negative entrainment. And indeed, what's to forgive? For nothing wrong ever happened. We are here to live through all the negative events that we planned for ourselves before we came to Earth. Together with our soul family and our angelic guides, we planned this planet Earth life and the major events of that life. Our soul, the divine essence of us, knew what we needed to experience and what we needed to forgive. It is one thing to have knowledge of negative events in our heavenly spirit existence. It is another thing to experience, to deeply feel emotions here on earth. And that is what we are here to do, to feel hatred, anger, jealousy, blame, shame, guilt, and more, for in so doing, we learn that we always prefer love. Oh, we, our egos, are so good at blaming. It is their fault, we yell. Look what they did to me. Look at how unfair, how cruel, how terrible they are. They must be punished. How can I get back at them? And our ego is so good at shaming, at putting us on a guilt trip. Oh, why did I say that? Why did I do that? I am so stupid, it shouts. And so by universal law, we project our thoughts out into the world, and the world gives us more of the same unfairness, the same apparent injustice, the same self-denigration. The world is very fair and very just when we behave by the principles of universal law. Think good and loving thoughts, think abundance, choose joy in what you do, love your brethren, do not judge them, for they too are on the divine path of human growth. They too must experience negativity and fear and rise above it. And now, dear hearts, dear souls, it is a magical time. Divinity, the flow of love that animates us, is increasing in frequency. This human computer simulation training program is based on frequency, on vibration. The earth has been at a very low vibration to enable the negative entrainment we have been experiencing. Now, as the ascension back to love is progressing, the earth is being bombarded with waves of loving energy. The frequency of the earth is being changed. The old fear matrix is dissolving, for it cannot maintain itself in the new, high love vibration that is enveloping the world. As the earth returns to love, so are you returning to love. You are releasing all of your false thoughts, your negative ideas, your dark indoctrination. What a magnificent time we are in. So forgive all, accept and surrender, for in this wonderful planet Earth journey, there are no accidents. All that comes up for you, your picture of life, you have created. There is nothing to forgive. Concentrate on love. Concentrate on the good, the lovely. Focus on what gives you joy. Do what gives you joy, and you will flow blissfully on a cloud of heavenly light into the wonderful new world. You will ascend into paradise. You will return to being in the inherent loving vibration that is truly you. That was Aita, channeling her higher self. We are blessed beings, indeed.